Hey, what's up, everybody? Gene Fetty with the Automotive Appearance Institute back at you with another episode of our All Access podcast. So we're still having fun. This is officially episode 7 of our episodes, even though we have our bonus episodes out there. Anyways, still messing around with the style shows we're going to do. Dylan.
What's up?
We got Dylan and Mike. We promised that a couple shows ago. Now it's happening, and she's here. So we're going to try a new segment today, not the whole show, but called Guess That Repair. So I consume a lot of social media. I watch a lot of dent repair / glue pull repair videos. Dylan is going to see if I can look at a repair and see the style and see the video style and see if I can pick out who did the repair. She has not shown me any of these. In fact, she was covering up her screen when I walked into the studio earlier today to make sure that I didn't cheat. So no cheating. We're going to see how we do. Then we're going to head on over for a virtual pit stop into the world of ridiculously bad DIY repairs on TikTok with a bonus, actually pretty good repair. The dude kind of impressed me. Then we're going to talk about, I got to repair a jet this week, like an actual jet that flies in the air. We got to do some glue pull repair on that. We're going to walk you through some of the before and after, and it's my second time repairing a jet. I'm going to talk about the differences and what has changed over the years since the last time I went to the airport. Then we've got some events we're going to talk about, and that'll wrap it up. So, Dylan.
Yes.
Are you ready to play Guess That Repair?
I think the better question
not me.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the better question is, are you ready to guess that repair?
There we go. Let's give it a go. Let's see what you're going to try to stump me with here.
So I think the first one is probably going to stump you. I think the last two you're probably going to get. That's the only hint I'm going to give you.
Do I get like multiple choice, or I just have to these are like social media celebrities and I can watch the video? Like, these are names I should know?
These are names you should know. I think the first one's going to stump you.
All right.
Methinks.
Probably some dude from like Uzbekistan. It's written in another language I don't even speak.
I'll give you one hint. Chicago.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Chi-Town coming in.
Ready?
Oh, yeah, you totally screwed the pooch, though. That's Dave-O. Wow, I'm really good at this game. Good job, Dylan. Way to really mask out the faces.
Well, I couldn't mask out the faces. This one was really hard to mask out.
All right, so let's see it, because I watched a lot of Dave-O stuff. He makes great content.
That's so funny. All right, let's go.
That's Dentless Touch Chicago, by the way. Yeah, pretty good dent. Hood. Popping the hood.
Oh, and you have no audio on these.
That's all right. I don't need the audio. Let me see if there's anything that really would have given it away if it wasn't Dave-O. I want to say maybe the style would give it away, but that's only because I see that it's Dave. I saw that it was Dave. All right. Well, that was easy. That was a gimme.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think you probably would have. I would have got it there.
Yeah.
I think you probably would have stumped me with that one. But I do love Dave-O's videos. The Dentless Touch guys are strong.
They're primo. I almost used one of Chris.
Yeah, Chris Ray.
I almost used one of his videos because he did POV.
Oh, nice.
So it was like you didn't see his face, but I feel like you would have recognized the shop right away.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for is shops. The shops will give it away. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one. Let's see if you can. Do I need to look away to make sure that you're not accidentally cropping faces out?
So for this one, I did crop his face out.
Okay.
I zoomed in on the video.
All right.
And I saved his face. So I'm going to give you time to guess before I show you his face.
Okay.
If you didn't guess it already.
All right. Well, let's see. All right. We're tatted up. I'm going to go just a dent. Is it Levon?
That was quick. Yeah, that was Levon.
I think I remember this repair.
I remember you showing me this one.
I remember the repair, and the shop sort of gave it away. Yeah. Yep. if you're listen, guys. If you're not, I can't believe that you would be listening to my show and not following Just a Dent on social media. But if you aren't following Levon and the guys over at Just a Dent, go check it out. His social media is on point. Very inspirational. Actually, kind of inspirational to bring us to what we do social media content wise. So, all right,
I remember
2 for 2.
I know.
But you gave me a gimme on the first one.
So this next one, I don't know. But I did want to make a point that whenever I first started here, you showed me Just a Dent's videos, and you were like, I love this style.
And I think that was before I even got to meet Levon.
Yeah.
Like, I was just super impressed with his style. Like, so engaging. So fun to watch.
It really is. One of my favorite people to watch in the Dent world.
Nice.
All right, next one.
All right, let's see it. I don't know the car. Oh. It's Michael Hidalgo with Heavenly Hail Repair. The background gave it away.
That was so quick. You would have gotten it as he got into the video, probably.
Yeah, well, let it play. Let's see where else I would have got it. I don't know.
Because the time lapse is so quick and a little bit further away that I didn't know if you would have.
I don't know that I would have caught his face. I would have got it there. I would have caught his face. Believe it or not, it was his background. Right when I saw like the first cut, the background gave it away. But that brings up a point. Be consistent, right? We're still building out the studio. It is in disarray right now because it's so busy in the shop that I refuse to turn this camera around and show you. But the idea is once this studio is built, I want it to be like as soon as you see a video, you're like, oh, that's AAI. And our Dent Repair Now business, the PDR business that's on the other side of that wall, I feel like we are already getting that look. The new shop is all glass, big glass garage doors, beautiful floor, great banners up on the wall. I feel like that brand is there and those videos are there. And you'll be like, oh, well, that's a Dent Repair Now video. Just like Heavenly Hail Repair. I was like, oh, so the background. I'm like, oh, that's Michael Hidalgo.
Exactly.
Yep. That was it. That was the giveaway right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
3 for 3.
That's the confirmation.
And go follow Heavenly Hail Repair. Heavenly_Hail_Repair. And also, if you're on TikTok, again, because I consume a lot of social media, him and his wife have started the Hidalgo family. And I may be butchering your last name, dude. Sorry. But anyways, they're putting out great content as the family, too. They have a little TikTok shop going. So shout out to those guys.
I'll make sure the handle is in the notes.
All right.
/ on the screen. So we are done with the game. So we're going to move into...
Undefeated.
He's undefeated. He is 3 for 3 this round.
All right, we got lucky.
I thought it was going to take a little bit longer.
I think you would have got me with the first one, but you dropped the ball, dude.
Yeah. I'll do better on the next one. I'm taking notes, mental notes. And also, if you guys have suggestions for games, feel free to let us know.
Yep. Just trying to make an entertaining show for you.
Yeah. More engaging.
Entertaining and educational.
Yes.
All right. So now let's head on over and we're going to make our virtual pit stop in TikTok land. I don't know if I'm excited or worried or like about to get angry because pretty terrible things we see on the social medias. No, I'm not going to actually get angry, but we are going to talk some smack. So let's head on over and see what some of the TikTok finds of the week are. Also, side note, if you have seen repairs, send them to us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, and we will put it in the catalog to check it out. Now, I see this one. This is one of those, I believe it's foreign. I think there might even be maybe some Russian or Eastern European text that comes up on the screen.
Yes.
I feel like
you can't hear the audio of the videos, but it's like, I don't know. It's some kind, it's not music that I'm familiar with.
Yeah. So foreign. Now I will say, asterisk, side note, the stuff you're going to see in this video should probably not be repaired. In the United States, for sure, should not be repaired. Right? These should be thrown away and made new. However, in foreign countries, it is not always possible to get parts. And that's where some of these incredible technicians, they're almost not forced, like physically forced into it, but like you can't get the parts. So they're doing incredible metal work and reshaping and saving metal. And it may cosmetically look right. Structurally, pretty sure it's compromised. That being said, this is in fun, not in education here, right? So,
Yeah.
So let's see what this guy's doing, because I think I actually found this video and sent it to Dylan.
Yes.
Right, we're sort of both keeping an eye out, and we've ruined her, and now her feeds are full of auto body and PDR repairs.
Flooded.
As she shakes her head.
Flooded. I love it though.
So this is actually a pretty cool move. Go ahead and hit play, because I think this part of the video is pretty short. So he is banged up, like the hood is down in. It's actually it was a pretty cool move where he used the tension, right? He used feet glued to the panel, and he was able to almost like retension the panel down. Very satisfying. It was that move right there is what sold me on checking this out. But when you watch these guys, the metal work they're doing
The stud
is actually
welding.
pretty impressive. The key system, a lot of GPR was born out of the key system. Dan Rakiki, shout out to the Dent guy, maybe the Dent guy in New York, but thedentguy.com out of Rochester, New York. He sent me over an auto body repair out of an Asian country today. I don't know if I forwarded that to you or not.
I don't think
we need to
so.
make a note. It's one of the most impressive metalworking videos I've seen in quite a while, and she has a pretty cool trick on glue pull. So, teaser for another episode. All right, what's up next?
So this one is
Oh my gosh.
it's a TikTok shop product.
These suction cups are like the bane of every dent repair tech's life. How many times, retail, how many times have you opened up like the customer's trunk? Pack of these suction cups. They bring the car up. It's like the freaking dents are circled. Suction cups. These things are terrible. I can't believe, right? A little bit of a rant here. I can't believe that people think that this shitty little suction cup is going to pull out collision damage. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Even their videos, even their commercial is terrible. So, Dylan, what you're going to do is play, and when they pop it, pause right away.
Okay.
Right? So we've got...
For this first one?
Big dent in a door. Right? This is the first one. Hit it. Pull. Right? Stop. You got to be faster, Dylan.
I'm trying. That's what she said.
We got to teach her how to use a computer. Right? So pop. You missed it. Right there. Right at the top. The freaking dent's still there. It's like, oh, nothing to be seen here. Let's go to the roof. Yeah, there's still a dent there. We don't even need a light. Boonk. It's still all buckled. All back there. You didn't fix anything. You made a dent move. Now, if you're going to bring it to a PDR tech, you just cost yourself more money because you locked up the metal. Drives me freaking nuts. All right, next. Let's see what we got.
Well, there's still more to this.
That's
video.
what I mean.
Oh, okay. What the flip?
Yeah, press play. There we go. So, bonk, still got a dent. Bonk, still got a dent. I'm not even sure we had a dent there. Wash your car. Oh, and you pick up a tile. That might be the very last one, the blue one at the end, might be the only one that actually fixed. But I'm pretty sure if you just slammed the door shut, boom, it would have popped out also.
So here's it in like slow-mo.
Yeah. Maybe the only one that worked.
You can see like right up.
Oh, yeah, there's
above
still
it.
some distortion there. Yeah. And the freaking suction cups, I had to put it in because it drives me nuts.
I'd also like to point out that the product is called Suction Cup Strong Car Dent Repair.
Oh, that's pretty good. Car dent first aid is good.
It is good.
Well, it's not even is. It's just car first aid good.
With the sunglasses emoji.
Yeah, because it's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
It's on Car
next.
Speed if you want to follow them on TikTok. Or troll them on TikTok, whatever. All right, now this guy. First, the boiling water thing. I see it on bumpers, see it on panels. I can't believe there aren't more videos of people who are like, oh, I'm going to film this, And I got second degree burns all over my feet because I poured boiling water and it splashed all over my feet. I know it happens. They're probably too embarrassed to post the videos because they're all DIY. You're burning yourself. And so this is, watch me fix this dent in my car with boiling water and knuckle sandwich. So it takes a minute for him to heat it up with the boiling water. I wanted you to see his theory behind it.
And he also lets it sit on the cart before he works on it. Like
Right.
he doesn't.
Well, he's letting it soak in.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. But I feel like if you want to, like, it's supposed to be hot.
That was a joke.
Oh, it's fine. I miss them.
So we've got 2 pots of boiling water, maybe 3 pots of boiling water here. And where's the text on the screen that says the hot water is supposed to make the metal more malleable? Oh, right there. The hot water is supposed to make the steel flex, making it easier to work with. 212 degrees.
Or so YouTube tells me is the next text that pops up.
Right. So 212 degrees is where water boils. So your maximum of heating that up to 200 degrees, you're not going to change any steel at 200 degrees. Now look at this. This dude is punching. He's punching the inside of the car. Great. You got some dents out of your car and you just broke your freaking hand. So now you got a $50,000 bill at the hospital for your broken knuckles because you punched the dent out of your car. What are people thinking? Like, seriously, what are you thinking? Well, he got it to move. I'll give him that. But, like, he's wailing on it.
Yeah.
My knuckles hurt just thinking about what he's doing. Like, and dude, your camera angle, you put it behind the leaves? Come on.
Get us up close and personal.
I would rate this like a -5 out of 10. Because you're causing yourself physical harm to try to fix your car.
What would you rate the other 2 videos?
Let's rewind. Let's do a little rating here.
I like that.
All right, so first dude, I'm going to give him a good rating. Like, shouldn't be doing it, but he's making some pretty smart moves. I'll give him like a 7 out of 10. But he's sort of forced to do it, and he's showing up. This guy's some skills. He's clearly an accomplished technician. I just don't speak that language to tell you what that said. I'd give him a solid 7 out of 10. Suction cups are next. 0 out of 10 would highly not recommend. You're just going to cost yourself money. Unless we did see that it will pick up smooth tiles. So
Yes.
you could, if you're tiling your bathroom
It could work.
and the tiles are smooth,
Yes.
then I'd give them like an 8 out of 10.
And make sure it's clean.
The suction cups really aren't that great. Like, they make better ones. So, but if you're going to pick up tile, we'll give you an 8 out of 10. Yeah. 0 out of 10 for dent repair though.
I was going to say 8 out of
Yeah,
10 in
no.
total.
0 out of 10 for dent repair.
And then you
You're
said-
fired.
What was this rating? -7?
-5.
-5.
-5 because you're like breaking your hand and your camera angle sucks. And you almost burned your feet. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
And I don't know if you noticed, his breath is like,
It's cold. Well, look
Yeah.
at the steam rolling off. He's wearing a jacket. The kick is nice. The kick. I will admit that on some big caved in wholesale nasty stuff, I've used my feet. I really have. Like, I've gotten in there and before big glue pull or, I'm not saying I haven't done it, but it was rock lot stuff and it was a long time ago.
he was Jackie Chan in that thing.
Hey, well, it was a slow controlled kick. It wasn't a kick. It was more of a
Yeah.
push.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
All right, next one.
The glue stick. When we're talking about glue pull repair, this is absolutely not what we're talking about. I mean, now rewind. This is where it started. I remember being at Mobile Tech Expo in Orlando. This is a good handful of years ago. Way pre-Kiko for sure. And Terry Siegel was giving a talk on glue pulling. And Terry's first of all, super nice guy, incredible technician, and he's like an OG. He's been doing dents, I would imagine, as long as dents have been really mainstream in the U.S. Terry's been around a long time. he was talking about doing hail damage way back in the day. And again, right, small dents. And they started glue pulling actually this way, right? It's not collision damage like this, but actual little hail dents. They were heating the end of the stick up, put it on, and pull and see what you can do. It was a very interesting talk. Maybe we'll have to get Terry on the show one of these days and do like an old school glue pull talk. He'd be a good guest. Terry, if you watch this or listen to this, hit me up.
We'd love to have you on.
Anyways, so back to these glue sticks. Literal glue sticks. I've got one thing that I'm going to give them props on here. Well, actually, I'll give them 2 props. First, they went after right down the deepest part of the dent, right? So they logically thought through there. That's a lot of glue sticks. And then how are you going to, if you could grab them all together, maybe, I don't know. Go ahead and let it play.
This is a short video, so we'll play it a couple times.
And we get it, like, they actually get a good move. So they're following the body line around, and then when the dent comes off the body line, they follow that. Like, you got good moves right there. They knew to use alcohol to clean it off, which was good. Yeah, Dylan has a question.
I would like to make note that he hot glued the glue sticks.
Huh?
He hot glued the glue sticks. Look at this. I didn't see this before. He's literally hot gluing the glue sticks.
Whoa. Yeah, you're right. I missed that. So, wow. That's good. So hot gluing the hot glue to the end of the glue stick.
I've seen like heating up.
Yeah.
The
I've
glue
seen
stick.
torch and like melt it and put it on. That's next level craftery right there. That's craft school 201. They've moved up. This could be a really great repair. If that scratch will buff out, this could be a full PDR repair. Certainly the way that moved with glue sticks, they literally glue sticked it. Man, certainly an incredible glue pull repair to get ready for body work without a question. So, but hats off that they did know, or they found out that alcohol is the release for the glue. So we'll give them, for that one, I'm going to give them like a 5.5 because they thought it through. They made some good moves, and they used cleaning to get there.
Yeah, they really stuck the landing on this one.
Yeah. Something. All right. Let's see what's next.
We got 2 more.
All right. Oh, this one. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to, for you audio people, the best place to view this whole podcast is probably on our YouTube channel at Auto Appearance Institute. The video will be up after the audio goes up. Maybe. Or maybe it'll be up in time.
They should be up in time this week. They should all be up on Monday.
All right, so Dylan's not going to be a slacker this week.
No.
She's going to get it all done.
I'm actually going to...
Sorry, James Harris, that your video wasn't ready. Oh, man, the death look. We're going to have to get Dylan on camera.
Yeah, give me a GoPro.
So, for the audio people, I am going to talk you through exactly what's going on this repair, because this gets a little complex. Incredibly complex.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan. So hit it. So we've got a sedan parked. Oh, we've got a sedan parked. But rewind that. That dent was already in the car. Isn't it right there? Maybe not. Maybe that was just the thumbnail. All right, so we've got a sedan. Looks like maybe a Subaru. Doesn't matter. Sitting parked in a black Silverado. Backs into the door, and the guy's like, whoa, 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 bud, my car. And now he's going to throw like every internet trick in the book plus some. We started out with some Gorilla spray adhesive onto the panel. Then he torched that to dry it. Now he's taken glue sticks, melted it with a torch, smeared it over the car. He's reheating it with a heat gun. He just hot glued one of those godforsaken suction cups. 3 of those godforsaken suction cups are now hot glued to the car. He's busting out the TikTok ratcheting cargo straps. He's now duct taping the seams around the door and onto the other panel. And he's taking a clothes hanger and going down in the door. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. Now he's hooking up to the same truck with his ratcheting TikTok cargo straps. He's going to pull forward. No, he's going to pull. He's backing up. I think he's going to. Is he going to send it? I've watched this a few times. Sort of my jaw just hits the floor really. And shocker, the suction cups fell off the car. But we got a thumbs up at the very end.
It moved like nothing, though.
Now, I'm going to see if anybody's paying attention here. We're going to do a bag of glue.
Ooh.
We're going to send you a bag of glue. I've got a bunch of different glues. My choice. I'm going to send you a bag of glue to your house or your shop. If you can tell me where he went wrong with the duct tape.
Oh.
Now, this is a throwback.
Okay.
Only old school PDR techs are going to get this answer. It could be a doording.com thing. The answer is on YouTube. And I will leave it at that.
So I pulled up just a little screen grab so people can really absorb it.
So you're going to have to see. So I will tell you. It is standard duct tape over the edges. It's taped down, silver duct tape. According to one of the great philosophers in dent repair, something's wrong here. If you can find the YouTube video that tells you what kind of duct tape to use for this type of repair, and the first person to send it to us, I will send you a pack of glue. That's all the hints. Because if I give too many hints, it'll be like putting Dave O's face on the opening screen of guess that.
Listen, it was my first time making a game for this podcast.
Yeah. And if you're the person that created the video, you're not allowed to participate. And you don't fix dents anymore. But we still love you. All right. So this repair, the car doesn't look totaled. I have no idea this is the kind of repair. You've got to go find this video. We'll have the links. It'll be in the show notes, I think, or show notes maybe?
Yeah, show notes and in the description.
All right, perfect. There we go. And I keep forgetting you have a mic, so you can actually just chime in and answer here.
I got you.
This is beautiful. I really, give me your the coat hanger, man.
I really don't get, I get the concept of a whale tail maybe, pushing, but there's nothing.
And unless, I don't know. I wonder the duct tape, I wonder if he was thinking that the duct tape would hold the panel on if he pulled too hard. Maybe?
But I feel like if you pull too hard, it's just going to go.
Duct tape.
It's not.
Oh, and if you want to see somebody pull too hard, head on over to the Kiko social medias, and I know Danny Hacker posted it, and watch the pull he makes on the door where he's standing on the green lift. Go Danny.
Crazy.
Dadgummit.
Go
that was a
Danny.
hacker-approved pull, by the way. So why is this dude using spray adhesive? That just doesn't make any sense. And then the melted hot glue smeared all over the panel. And then you're using hot glue to try to do a glue pull. But you're using suction cups. This dude should go watch the Man of Steel Dent discount on YouTube and just make some tabs out of 2x4s. It would have been more effective.
Yeah.
Right? Some eye bolts and a 2x4 with his straps. He could have got somewhere. He may have needed the duct tape to hold the car together. I don't know. It's just, you guys, that is my favorite what the fudge repair, because we're trying to not be too explicit. What? I think I watched it 3 times before my brain could process all of the chaos in
I'm just lost on why he did it in the I get he wanted to do it for the video, but you purposefully backed into your car.
Yeah, he hit it pretty good. I mean, it was Bryce Kelly Advanced Skills Seminar wrecking into cars to fix it. This dude
And like
There's no Bryce Kelly.
at the beginning, like he hits it and then goes more
Yeah.
and more.
Like, maybe I didn't hit it hard enough. I don't know. Maybe the car's destroyed with hail damage. It's got a blown motor. And he was like, I bet I get some views out of this.
Oh, and that's a Honda.
Do it for the gram. Oh, it is a Honda. Yeah.
Girlfriend got a Honda.
Man. And he stood there for a while to melt those glue sticks like that. This guy, like, he put some thought into it.
He really wrote down every hack he saw on TikTok and said, I'm going to throw it.
He should follow Kiko's 6 C's. Really. Mm-hmm. That's check, choose, clean, coat, correct, continue.
For those who don't know.
Yes. But, wow. So it's at Bobby MacGyver. I'm going to have to go check out his channel and see if he just does goofy shit. I hope he's just having fun.
Maybe he just trolls online with stuff like this.
Something.
He even taped up the top of the door.
Yeah. We didn't want to pull the door off, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. It's crazy. He got good adhesion. All right. That dude broke the freaking internet for me.
So what was the rating?
What are we rating on?
I don't know. So you said the other guy that kicked it in was a -5.
Well, he did physical harm to his hand.
Yeah, but this guy, do you think he hurt the paint?
I think we're going to have to come up with a scoring system for these.
Yeah.
And it's going to have to be multiple, did the dent move, tool selection, safety, tomfoolery.
Yes. We need a tier list.
Yeah, we need tier. We're going to have to stack it up. Because, he put some thought into it.
He really did. And you know what? You got to give him credit for the effort, I guess.
Right? He's trying to follow a process. It's not the process,
no.
But he was trying to follow a process. He should go to gprmasterclass.com and check out our training.
He absolutely should.
He could learn a lot there.
He could. GPRmasterclass.
Or he could be really dangerous there. Yeah. But if you want to learn how to do this right, gprmasterclass.com. Shameless plug. It's my show. I can do whatever I want.
So you gave this guy a 5.5.
Yeah. All right. So give him a 5.5.
I feel like this guy deserves a 5.
All right. I'm good with a 5.
He put in the effort.
Until we come up with a better scoring system.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we may have to do a best of at the end of the year. Well, at the end of a year of podcasts.
Like how Spotify does their Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah. We might have to go back and rescore as we adapt this stuff.
I like it.
All right.
Last one.
Last one.
Last one, best one.
All right. So now this video, I got to give this dude some props.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let it play. I don't think it's a big deal. So this guy's right. I generally am not a DIY dent repair person. This guy's doing it right. Car's worth $300. He's got a door ding. Man, it's not going to be worth paying a professional to fix it. So he bought a kit on Amazon. Not a fan of Amazon and cheaply made tools, but people buy them. I think he may have gone through the masterclass though, because he's following a lot of the steps, and he's really doing a pretty good job of placing. And he may even be doing better here, really just working the metal. He may be doing better than some of the techs I see out there.
He's taking his time.
Rip it. We got to get this guy some alcohol. But he really did. That may be the best DIY dent repair I've seen online. Now, this guy might be a body man. He drives a Supra because he's at Jason's_Supra. Or he's a car guy. Mm-hmm. But he did well. He really thought through it. Picked a tab. He had several glues to choose from.
He did. Let me see.
In no way do I condone buying Amazon glue pull kits. Buy real stuff. If you're making a career out of this, buy the right stuff from the companies that innovate. But for this DIY guy, and we're not making a commercial.
No.
But, here we go. Yellow is for United States and European cars. Black is for all cars in warm temperature. And the clear is for Japanese cars. So I would imagine the yellow is going to be a stickier, harder pull. Black's going to be all-purpose warmer weather. And that clear is going to be our weakest pull because your Japanese, your Asian vehicles typically have your lighter steel, unless you're high strength steel, right? Of course,
Right.
but real technicians know that. But he picked it. He chose. He went back and forth, and he was like, "This tab's too big. This tab looks just right." And look how he's gently working it up. I actually like the spread on those feet of that lifter because you can see what you're doing.
And
I'll
that
give
came with
this.
a little scraper.
I'm giving this guy a 9 out of 10. I can't give him 10.
He didn't have alcohol.
8.5. No, he got it off though, because a lot of customers come in when they try to do that stuff, and there's still glue on the car. It's one of my favorite things to do, right? They don't want to admit they touched it, but comes in and you look at it, and you're like, oh, they tried to glue pull this because there's a bunch of residue. I love coming in back into the office, or if we're doing an estimate, and I'm like, I don't know what's on your paint. It's like all gooped up. Like, I'm not sure it's gonna buff, or I don't even know really what's going on. And they're like, you can watch their body language is like, oh, I messed up. And they're like, it's just I tried that hot glue stuff and I can't get it off. And I'm like, oh, don't worry. I have a solvent that'll take that right off. We'll be good to go. But I love to watch them squirm a little bit when they try it themselves. I really love when we look at a car and give an estimate and they don't schedule right away. And then they come back, tail tucked between their legs, and they've got the glue on there. Man, you can really lay it on there. I love to make them sweat a little bit. And we're like, I got you, man. We'll get that right out.
They don't know that they're working with the glue.
That's right.
So that's it. What was your favorite video to watch?
So the guy with the PT Cruiser really was good. Like, that was good. The every time that dude punched his quarter panel, I could feel like, man, when I was a teenager, I was angry. I would punch things like in frustration. My hand hurts just thinking about
That was black and blue.
But I got to give props to the PT Cruiser guy. He did a good job. He really did a good job. Yeah.
Shout out Jason's Supra.
Yeah, Jason's plural _ Supra.
I wonder if there's many Jasons that own one Supra, or if it is Jason's Supra.
Well, I guess they probably don't let you do I never get the apostrophe right on, is it plural or?
Plural and I can't think of what it is, but possessive.
Yeah, I just put apostrophe in if somebody wants to call me out. I don't care. I'm not an English major. I'm a Dent guy.
That's why I write the caption.
So I teach glue pulling and not English.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we doing next?
So we're
coming up on the
plane
airplane repair.
repair.
Yes. The ever controversial. You worked on a jet. Oh my gosh. You're going straight to hell. It's the second time I've done it. Still here. And actually this repair, it was probably 10 years ago, 10, maybe 12 years ago that I did the first jet repair, and really didn't know that anything needed to be done. Didn't know what questions to ask. In hindsight, safe repair, worked next to an A&P mechanic the whole time. In fact, I had him holding a light for me because it was an awkward position to fix. And those guys are not going to let you do unsafe repairs. But anyways, so we got a call from the private jet charter company that we had worked for in the past. And they were like, hey, you still doing that Dent stuff? I'm like, yeah, still doing that Dent stuff. They said, hey, we've got a jet in that's getting restored. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it ended up with 3 pretty good dents right along the, what's that word? Emenage? Emenage?
Emenage sounds right.
It's a fancy word.
EMMENAGE.
Yeah, Emenage. Invoices closed. Where you at? Let me see my notes. Print preview. A repair on the like empanadas. The empennage.
Empennage.
And the mechanic's like, that sounds way better than tail section. But anyways, we were on the empennage. is what we had. Something came and sort of bounced across the bottom of the jet and put in some ugly dents, and actually broke some paint underneath. So they needed to paint it, which is why we were out. So let's walk through the repair first, and then we'll go through some of the technical safety things that I learned yesterday. Before we start this, on the first repair I did, it was way pre-crease killer. In hindsight, or right knowing what I know today, I guess that is hindsight, right? I probably could have gone back to that first repair and with a crease killer setup, or maybe the Cam Auto Smart Mini Lifter and his extended crease tabs, probably could have pulled that out. On that repair, it was on the nose underneath the captain's window. I couldn't get glue pull to work, but this is like when a Blem crease tab would have been like the best crease tab going, maybe even pre-Black Plague crease tabs, right? Like it's been a long time. I ended up fixing that one in the car. I crawled into the cockpit. It was all stripped out. Crawled into the cockpit. I had to look up through the glass, through the windshield. I actually had one of the mechanics holding a mirror so I could see my light that was down below the dent. It was a crease. So I was working, tapping from the inside, like knocking down a high spot, but the backside of the crease, looking up through the window at a mirror down at my light that was below the crease to work it out.
Wow.
The reason we had to do that, right? Like, oh, just put a panel in it. They would have had to pull the glass to replace that panel. And I think they told me this after I gave them my bill.
Naturally.
Smart play. It would have been like $25,000 to remove the windshield out of the jet to get to where they could replace that panel. That part is in the pressurized cabin. So on the ground, it sort of looks wavy and like kind of nasty, actually. Yeah. At altitude, when it's pressurized, they said those panels go like perfectly flat as glass. They look like super straight because it's pressurized against the outside air. You can't put any filler on a panel like that because if it stretches, filler breaks loose, goes through the turbine, blows the engine up, everybody dies. That's a really bad day for a whole bunch of people. So the first repair had to come in and work that to a primable level to where they could just use primer. And that's what we did. We were able to get it close enough to where they could prime it and fix it and call it a day.
Right.
Fast forward to this repair. It's on the backside and hit. Glue pull has come a long way in the last, I don't know, whatever that was, 12 years ago, or we'd probably have to pull a timeline out and figure it out. Maybe even pre-Mobile Tech RX, because I don't have an invoice for it. What I was able to use here is, right, the body's aluminum, so harder to pull, need to over pull, all that good stuff. We went with the Anson hard pull collision glue, right, for that maximum hard yank. The Kiko Dead Center Super Tabs that are purposely designed and built for aluminum repairs. And I was able to use the K-bar, put the foot on part of the airframe where the rivets are, and pull. So let's take a look at the damage here. And again, can't put filler on the plane. So nope. We came out to, we're going to teach Dylan how to use a computer. All right. Quick little technical difficulty. Maybe Dylan will edit that out so you won't even know there was a hiccup. But I'm totally throwing her under the bus with this commentary here. It's all good. So we had a little hiccup. So here's a little view of the damage. Not severe, but again, they can't put any filler on this. So if we can't get it close enough to prime, they can't fix the dents. Right, and this thing was in for, like, they had the engines out for a rebuild, like refurb in the wings. This jet is getting a total makeover. So let's hit it and take a look. So good dent here, and that is just broken paint. It's almost like this this plane has been painted before, but 3 good shots, all right next to different. I guess it would be like ribs in the airframe. And again, nothing crazy deep, but deep enough that like they're not going to prime out. And those high spots were kind of ugly.
Yeah.
Like it would sort of suck to put all this money into the plane and leave those dents there and refinish over it. So the plan of attack, go ahead and next video or play. Plan of attack was, especially because they were right next to the ribs, I was able to use the robo lifter and the smaller dead center tabs to sort of finish it off. Good strong pulls. You can see just how hard we're able to pull. And that's part of what makes those tabs so magical is that thinned out face that bites onto the plane and holds, lets it over pull, and lets you get in, get the metal to invert, right? So you can over pull the aluminum the way you're supposed to. Making sure my foot is on a good spot. I certainly don't want to create more damage. But look at you can see the movement if you're watching the video. You can see how much movement we get around the tab. And we were battling a little bit of a temperature issue. Did not bring a heat gun in a stand. It was a little cool in the shop and trying to sort of work a little too fast. But we got it dialed in. We got great moves. Knocking down was a little hard. And working sort of like upside down and backwards, like knocking over your head was a little...
Here's a close-up of that movement.
So here's a little close-up. You can just see how much movement. We're actually moving the metal over to the next frame. That also shows you just how tough that aluminum is. That's why on that original jet repair I did forever ago, the inferior glue pull technology at the time just couldn't hack it. You need purpose-driven stuff. This is the first glue pull repair I've seen and certainly done on a jet. And then here's our after. Here's where we got it to. Just a little bit of texture right on that highest. That was the uppermost rib, but pretty flat. I would think that the airplane body shop should be able to work that down. And the other ones are pretty flat and certainly inside of primable. And I think I give you a little look here where the plane it's not glass flat on the ground anyways. It's got a little bit of a ripple to it. There we go. And that's where we're at. Super impressive. I was really impressed. Even as somebody who glue pulls all the time, like a big part of my career is glue pulling, I was impressed with just how hard that pulled.
Yeah.
Right. Dylan had a blast out there the other day.
I was
watching that happen. So very, really a cool repair and a really a huge win for glue pull repair. Mm-hmm. So let's talk. Oh, Dylan has a question. This is not school, Dylan. You don't have to put your hand up to ask a question.
No, but I don't want to like talk over you, so I just want to like, hey, Gene.
Right.
Do they have airplane body shops or do you think they have somebody come in from a body shop to the hangar like they did with us?
Oh, no, there are full on airplane body shops.
Really?
Yep. That's was
incredible.
How I got introduced to these guys is a friend of mine who owned a couple automotive body shops. Mm-hmm. Got his pilot's license, got into aircrafts, and an airplane body shop came up for sale, and he bought it. That's how I ended up here, is through an airplane body shop. So no, there are full-on body shops just for airplanes.
So for the listeners, how would they get into a repair like this, or how would they get into a repair like this?
So I don't think you're going to go to your like local international airport.
Right.
So this is a private jet charter company is who this repair was done for. Mm-hmm. I would say if you're looking to pursue this, look for small local county or regional airports. There are small airports out there, and that's where you're going to run into stuff like this, which leads me into a little bit of the technical safety talk that I want to talk about and address so that the trolls in the comments don't roast me for working on a plane and like you're going to lose everything and blah, blah, blah. That's the That's always been sort of the mantra in the PDR world is like, you can't work on a plane.
But I can.
And you're kind of right and kind of wrong. So yesterday, right, at a repair facility, or this, was it yesterday? I don't know. This was,
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Actually yesterday. Yesterday, not yesterday when you're listening, yesterday when we're recording.
So this would have been Thursday, October 24th.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yep.
We're at the repair shop. They were repairing and restoring jets. It's like it's what they do there. It's a aviation shop. When we originally went in to look, we were in there with one of the mechanics in a bore scope, seeing what the access was like. They had inspected to make sure there were no bad rivets, that nothing structural was damaged. Right? They did that inspection, not us. That's out of our wheelhouse for sure. Originally, when they called, right, hey, you're still doing that dent stuff. I think you can get your tools right to this. So I packed up my tools, a small selection of tools, and went up. And we walked in, and I'm like, I can't get any tools on here. We're going to try to glue pull it, right, and set it up for the repair date. So verified with A&P mechanics, the people who work on planes and sign off on it, that yes, the approach we're going to take is safe to do on this part of the plane. No sweat at all. Like everybody's on board with what's going on here. When I got done yesterday and the guys came over and inspected the plane and made sure that the repair was up to standards and we didn't do anything wrong. The one guy, I was like, dude, can we just talk for a second? Like, I know I'm going to get roasted when we put this out on the internet that we glue pulled a plane. What makes this safe? What wouldn't be safe? So on and so forth. So the first thing is, he said on this particular repair, on the empennage, aka tail section, the biggest thing it sounded like here is, one, it was not a deep dent. I don't know what their requirements are, but they measured the depth and said that this is inside tolerances for the airplane. So this kind of repair is a cosmetic repair. It's not any kind of structure. He said if it were outside of spec and dangerous, they would have to get engineers involved and see what the right procedure was to get that. This repair fell well outside of that, comfortably outside of that. Also on the tail section, the empennage, that is outside of that pressurized cabin, right, that we talked about earlier. So this part of the plane does not expand at altitude, right? It's an unpressurized spot. So technically, they wouldn't have to make it perfect to fly the plane. In fact, because it was in spec and this was a cosmetic repair, I said, well, what would you guys do if we couldn't fix this? He said, well, we just wouldn't have fixed the dent. We would have just fixed the paint. We would have painted over the dents, essentially, right? They brought us out to make a better cosmetic repair. That repair I did on the nose was, it was in spec for what could be repaired. But on the nose of the plane, he said those need to be perfect or near perfect because the aerodynamics, like the wind coming across the front of the plane, if that is incorrect or imperfect, it can mess with airspeed readings and can make problems during flight, right? So we checked that. Also, this repair will be noted on the log of that plane, and I think it's a 300-hour inspection. Every 300-hour inspection, they will actually come back to exactly where we worked and make sure that nothing has changed, that all the rivets are still good, that there's no cracks forming or anything like that. And they really had no concerns with anything being compromised. But just know that A&P mechanic is going to come back and inspect this every time for the life of that plane, right? It is now logged as part of it. He did say, if you're going to do these kind of repairs, per FAA regulations, you need to have an A&P mechanic present with you in person while you do these repairs. So it was a really cool, enlightening conversation. Not that I had concerns about it. Like, I don't think these guys are going to do anything to jeopardize a plane over a dent. But it was cool to know that all the I's were dotted. and the T's were crossed, and it was a safe repair. It was cool. So don't roast me too bad in the comments, because I talked to the dude that gets paid to make sure that stuff is safe. Right?
Yeah, that was really an incredible repair. It was
a cool repair.
Yeah.
Like, I'm no Bryce Kelly, but I did get to fix a jet. Now I got to fix 2 jets. So, Bryce Kelly, how many jets did you fix? Probably like a caved-in wing or something, saved $1 million.
I know. He's just incredible. Like,
Yeah.
It's insane, the stuff that he puts out.
He's nuts.
We're not worthy.
Yeah. So, that was our cool jet airplane repair of the week. And I thought you guys would appreciate it. It's we've got some footage that'll be going up on YouTube, I would imagine. Actually, it'll probably end up on a bunch of our socials. Watch out for tattoo, right? Saying, "Deplane, boss, deplane." Fantasy Island for you people who didn't grow up in the 80s. That's it. So let's talk about some events we got coming up. First, we have a Dents for Kids coming up at Andy and Amanda Patrick's Dent Shop, Dapper Dent Repair in Dixon, Tennessee. Shout out to Andy, one of the Ginger Bros. That's why I'm wearing the Ginger Bros shirt, because we're doing a little shout out for you. So the details. It is Saturday, November 22nd. I believe it's 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., even though my note says 4.
Wait, I thought it was the 16th.
Well, oh, never mind. Yeah, it's the 16th. I'm looking at the... Yeah. Oops.
Asterisk.
I was reading ahead. That's a different event on the 22nd, and that is 9 to 4.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for like 60 more seconds. Anyways, let's go back to Andy's. Andy and Amanda's Dents for Kids and at Dapper Dent Repair in Dixon, Tennessee, Saturday, November 16th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They generally get a food truck there, so you can come out and have some food and have a good time for a good cause. Here's how it works. Show up. Let them know you're coming, but show up. Every $25 worth of toy donation, bring your receipts, or cash donations, gets you a ticket to the raffle. And man, Andy and Amanda do an awesome job of reaching out to the tool suppliers. The tool suppliers are super generous. And there's always a ton of really cool prizes that you get a chance at for bringing stuff to the event. So always a great time. If you want to send Andy money directly for the event, whether you can come or not, his Venmo is at capital A, little NDYP 1980. So at Andy P 1980 is his Venmo. You can make donations to his Dents for Kids event right there. The cash will go to the Help Center to help families in need around the holiday season down around Dixon. And I can't remember, and he didn't send it over, who the toy donations go to. But obviously, the toy donations are going to families in need of toys to give their kids a great Christmas. We've gone the last 2 or 3 years in a row. It is a great time with absolutely wonderful people. Go check it out. If you need to DM Andy and you're not friends with Andy, the Ginger Bros Dent Show podcast is public on Facebook and I think Instagram. You certainly can get a hold of Andy and DM him that way. And Dylan had another question.
I just wanted to make a little comment about like toy donations. A lot of people will go through their toys after the Christmas season because their kids get new toys. If you go through your toys before the Christmas season or have your kids go through their toys before the Christmas season, that can also go towards. I don't know if it's necessarily these donations, but a lot of local donation centers will take gently used toys.
Oh, that's cool.
So go through your toys before Christmas because then you can give it to kids in need.
Oh, that's nice. I think these are only new unopened ones, but gently used toys. That is cool. And find a local, like I would imagine Goodwill or somebody would take
absolutely.
something like that. So yeah, purge those toys.
Yeah.
For sure. Help people that are less fortunate.
Help the children.
Love to give. I love to give. Giving is one of my favorite things to do. Next event is our in-person collision glue pull repair training right here at AAI/Dent Repair Now in Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania, just about 20 miles south of Pittsburgh. That event is a one-day event, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is the event I was talking about. Anyways, 9 to 4 on Friday, November 22nd. We will do a training here. It is a one-day class. I will have you making strong, effective pulls every single time right after that class, like you are good to go on day one. Tickets are $700 a seat, limited to a maximum of 10 students. It's a very hands-on class. We will have lunch included and some other bonuses we're working on for you. You can sign up for that at gluepulltraining.com. We'll take you right to the page, or if you're watching the video and you want to use your smartphone, the QR code above me and over here will take you right to that page. So gluepulltraining.com. Those seats, that class will sell out, and they will sell out fast. And this may be our first official announcement. I think we've had some teases out about it, but this is the launch, and that is just under 1 month away. So get on it. And that's it. So make sure you are following us on social media. We are at Auto Appearance Institute our website, autoappearanceinstitute.com. And you can make sure you're following us. Like, sign up for our emails. Tell us what you guys want to hear on this show, or send us repairs. If you want us to go over repairs that you did, right, and do a critique like we did a few shows ago for James out of Virginia, right, send them in. Love to do that kind of stuff. If you've got some wacky, crazy social media videos that you've seen, car related, send them over, and we'll put them on the next virtual drive-through TikTok pit stop, right? And we'll go from there. So guys, thank you so much for listening, watching and listening, rewatching, whatever you're doing. Share the show also, right? Help us get this out here. I'm really enjoying being back behind the mic and in front of the camera for the first time in a podcast for me. Would love to get it out there. So guys, thanks so much. We'll see you on the next show.